Imagine you suddenly received $1 million tomorrow. What would you do first? Buy a luxury car? Upgrade your house? Take an expensive vacation? Most people imagine becoming rich by spending money. But here's the interesting part. Many people who actually build and keep wealth do almost the opposite. They understand that becoming wealthy isn't just about making more money. It's about avoiding the behaviors that quietly destroy it. So today, let's look at 7 things millionaires rarely do, and more importantly, what you can learn from them.
The first thing millionaires don't do is spend money just to impress other people. Imagine getting a raise and immediately buying an expensive car because you want everyone to know you're successful. The problem is that the car doesn't just cost you money once. It brings insurance, maintenance, fuel, taxes, and potentially years of payments. Meanwhile, the people you're trying to impress probably don't think about your car for more than a few seconds. Wealthy people understand something important. Looking rich and being rich are completely different things. Someone can drive a basic car and have hundreds of thousands of dollars invested. Another person can drive a luxury car while having almost nothing in the bank. Real wealth is often invisible. It's the money you don't spend.
The second thing millionaires don't do is rely on only one source of income. Think about a chair with only one leg. It might stand for a while, but it isn't very stable. The same idea applies to your finances. If your entire lifestyle depends on one paycheck, losing that paycheck can create a huge problem. Wealthy people often look for ways to build additional income over time. That could mean investments, a business, freelancing, digital products, rental income, or other skills. You don't need 5 businesses tomorrow. The idea is simply to avoid having your entire financial future depend on one source. The third thing millionaires don't do is ignore their money. Some people work hard to earn money but barely know where it goes. They don't check their expenses, don't review their investments, and don't have a clear idea of how much they're saving. Imagine trying to drive across the country without ever checking the fuel gauge. You might eventually reach your destination, but you're taking an unnecessary risk. Wealthy people tend to pay attention to their numbers. They know what they earn, what they spend, what they own, and what they owe. You don't need to become obsessed with spreadsheets. You simply need to know where your money is going. The fourth thing millionaires don't do is let lifestyle inflation consume every raise. Imagine your salary increases from $60,000 to $75,000. At first, you feel like you've become richer, but then you move into a more expensive apartment, buy a newer car, eat at more expensive restaurants, and start taking bigger vacations. A year later, your higher income feels completely normal, and you're still wondering why you haven't built wealth. This is lifestyle inflation. Wealthy people understand that every increase in income doesn't have to become an increase in spending. When their income rises, they can direct a portion of that extra money toward investments, savings, or debt reduction. The goal isn't to never enjoy your money. It's to make sure your lifestyle doesn't grow faster than your wealth. The fifth thing millionaires don't do is chase quick money without understanding the risk. When people hear about someone making thousands of dollars from a new investment, cryptocurrency, business, or online trend, they often want in immediately. But wealthy investors understand that high returns usually come with higher risks. They don't blindly put their money into something simply because everyone else is talking about it. They research, understand what they're buying, and think about the downside. Building wealth is usually much less exciting than social media makes it look. It's often about patience, diversification, and making sensible decisions repeatedly. The sixth thing millionaires don't do is use debt carelessly. Debt isn't automatically bad. A mortgage, student loan, or business loan can sometimes help you acquire something valuable. The problem is high-interest debt used to finance things that lose value quickly. Imagine buying a $2,000 television with a credit card and carrying the balance for months. The television doesn't become more valuable because you're paying interest. Your debt simply grows. Wealthy people understand that interest can work in 2 directions. When you're investing, compounding can work for you. When you're carrying expensive debt, compounding can work against you. That's why controlling high-interest debt is such an important part of building wealth. The seventh thing millionaires don't do is sacrifice their long-term future for short-term pleasure. Humans naturally want rewards now. We want the new phone today, the vacation today, the restaurant today. But building wealth requires delayed gratification. Imagine you receive an unexpected $5,000 bonus. You could spend the entire amount on something exciting, and a few months later, the money could be gone. Or you could divide it. Enjoy some of it, save some, invest some, and use some to improve your financial position. The point isn't to live a miserable life. It's to make sure today's decisions don't steal opportunities from your future self.
And here's the bigger lesson. Millionaires aren't necessarily doing something magical with money. Many simply avoid repeating financial mistakes. They don't need to look wealthy. They don't need to impress strangers. They don't need to spend every raise. They don't need to chase every trend. Instead, they focus on keeping more of what they earn, investing consistently, managing risk, and giving their money time to grow. So if you want to build wealth, don't just ask, what should I do to become rich? Ask a different question. What should I stop doing? Stop spending to impress people. Stop depending completely on one paycheck. Stop ignoring your finances. Stop allowing every raise to disappear. Stop chasing money without understanding risk. Stop carrying unnecessary high-interest debt. And stop sacrificing your future for temporary pleasure.
Because sometimes becoming wealthy isn't about finding one secret investment or making one huge decision. It's about avoiding the small mistakes that quietly keep you poor for years. Your financial future is being built by the decisions you repeat today. And the sooner you control those decisions, the sooner your money can start working for you. If you enjoyed this video and want more simple lessons about personal finance, investing, money psychology, and building long-term wealth, subscribe to the channel. Your future self will thank you.